Stalker. Oh god, this has been my first playthrough in a long time. Oh yeah, and hello, guys. Hello. That usually gets a little long. Yes, so guys, hello and welcome to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. This is a game. Oh, it's specifically S.T.A.L.K.E.R Sky. It's a prequel to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R Chernobyl series, and I just got this game, and it seems really cool. I quite like it. I went and played like a little first little bit. I'm like, oh, this is actually really like sexy, and I love it, and I want to play it more. And I don't know if you people wanted to see it too, so that's what I'm doing. I am a stalker. If I get enough feedback or views and stuff like that, people say, "Oh, this is cool," I will do this whole thing. But right now, I'm gonna be quiet for the cutscene.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Woo. Now what is that?
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly. Although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
He's waking up.
I'm waking up. Oh, yes!
You're awake. That's good.
Slavic brother! You're awake. What's that moaning?
Back to the world of the living, Stalker.
My head is splitting and spinning too. Basically, I'm in real good shape.
What happened to you?
Okay, I remember leading an expedition through the swamps. A bunch of scientists, then the emission. That's it. Where am I? Is this heaven? Why does it look so much like the zone?
In the joking mood, eh?
Yes.
Bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves Clear Sky, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission.
Oh, then I guess I got lucky.
I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing. So let's continue this conversation later.
Okay. Hey! Salute. Okay. So if we can finally move. If we can finally move up. Oh, yup, yeah. Talk to the barman. Why the barman? I'm just gonna look around. Alright. So what I got from this thing is this is in this place called the Zone, which you'll hear them referring to, and it's a place like around the Chernobyl disaster site and stuff like that. And it's basically like post-apocalyptic stuff happened after the Chernobyl thing went, Chernobyl went boom, and stuff like that. And this is basically what this is about. So, yeah, and you're supposed to be like this like mercenary, as just living around, and you get found, you get hit by this emission thing, which is, I don't even know what they are. They're weird things that explode and that hurt. Ooh, what's this guy?
Ah, it's you?
Professor Beklov. I'm butchering
I'm glad to
his
see you, young man. You look considerably better.
name. I've seen all types of folk in the zone. Some come here chasing their dreams, some in search of the zone's wonders, and some are just looking for loot. Why does Clear Sky study the zone?
People are mistaken in their belief that they understand the essence of what the zone truly is. Some consider it to be a universal evil, others a wonder sent down to humanity, and others still consider it no more than a source of riches. They are all wrong. The zone is impossible to understand when viewed through the prism of human perception. Moreover, it is far too early for humans to even try. Ergo, the actions of both the government and stalkers with respect to the zone are misguided, and I fear that the potential consequences may be, or indeed are, completely unpredictable. Naturally, this represents a terrible danger.
So what is
Young
the
man,
zone?
if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions, let's call them misguided human actions, and we are unable to return to the status quo. The zone cannot be destroyed, nor will it disappear of its own accord. We, Clear Sky, believe that there is only one way to reconcile man with the zone: coexistence.
So why is the zone having the shakes? Know anything about
How
that?
can I best explain? Let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone was stable and there were no significant deviations from the norm. And now we've seen a gigantic emission that has changed the face of the zone. The system became unstable, distorted, a glitch of sorts. The zone is spewing out emission after emission and pumping itself full of energy with each one, so much so that the readings on my sensors oscillate with unbelievable speed. And unless we find a way of reversing this trend, the result will be a disaster of far greater proportions than the 1986 catastrophe. The most important lesson in all this is that this glitch is not a product of natural causes. This is human handiwork. And that's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance to prevent a disaster.
Is it really within men's power?
Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be the only one able to set it right. In any event, I very much hope that is the case.
In what way exactly is the point of the
I
rescue
fear that
plan?
question is not one I can answer. I suggest you address it to Lebedev.
Alright.
If that is all, I better get back to my work.
Okay. You get back to your Lebete.
You
Glad
head
to
over
see
to
you.
pay the
Got
barman
any
a
new
visit.
questions for
Have
me?
a good drink and come back then. Stay in touch. We may need your help soon.
Okay, that overlaying. Anyway, oh, and this game was made a little while ago. That's why like some of like the cutscenes and some of the graphics aren't like the best. But I just got this game and I'm like, hey, why don't I try to play it?
Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. You
Yeah.
wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of God. It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures. Because I'm just dying of curiosity.
Okay, I need to turn on the music. But I can't now because I can't press it. There's not much to tell. I was leading a group of scientists through a swamp when an emission hit. I remember nothing after that. I regained my conscience here, so now you tell me what happened.
Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission. The biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Because getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. But we're managing to hold it together. Because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause.
How did you end up here?
I was collecting bottles one after another and they let me here. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. It didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear-Sky. The guys here are alright, and I'm needed here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cole around here.
About this place. Would you give me a clue as to where we are?
Our base. As you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back, or let you bleed to death to save a med kit. You know why you've never heard of it? Because
no
too
stranger
many
to
people want to know about it, and the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Binpolev, Professor Binpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray, and he can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could
That'd
use
be
some
helpful.
spares, but apart from that. And finally, we have Suslov. He's a trader, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you.
Cole,
He knows what
leave the
S.T.A.L.K.E.R
merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Nope.
Well, brother, if Lebedev...
One sec. Options. Sound. Music volume. Turn that right down.
Go on. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on the situation. You're in the Clear-Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history.
Where are
As
you
I said,
hiding?
we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago.
What was so peculiar about it? We've had other missions before.
No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people, and that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it.
If I knew how I survived it, I'd tell you in a second, but I don't remember
I
anything.
see. How can I help you?
I'd better leave. I'm pretty beat up, but I can still walk and hold a gun. How do I get out of here?
Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The
Fuck.
swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I
Sounds
don't
like a
know
lovely
which is
Sunday walk.
worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them. Guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long.
What are you
We're
trying to
having
say?
a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There's so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro in that sort of thing.
This is the second outpost.
Your
We're under attack. I
experience can
repeat,
save
we're
the
under
lives
attack.
of many
Help!
of my boys. That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone? Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along.
Okay. Have to. Okay, so I gotta go get stuff, then I gotta go. Oh god, like leave.
Roger that.
Hurry, Mark.
I'll be right at last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. It's designed specifically for patrol missions. I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions. The boys
It's always
need it
stressful.
now.
Yep, I'm gone. Now let's see. Alright, so I had an AK before. They gave me a shotgun. They gave me a whole bunch of pellets for that shotgun. What the heck's an echo detector? How do you do that? Like, I can't take out any of my weapons here, so guess I'll have to go out.
Stalker, what do you want?
I'm ready to go. Blindfold and understand, keep her a secret. Okay. Right. Oh god. Okay, I'm here. I got this. Oh my god, I only have 30 rounds in it. Do I have any other guns? Oh, thank god I got a pistol.
There are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember,
Oh, so this is how you
don't
get rid of
move
this
until
thing.
you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
Don't move. How do I throw a bolt? 6? Was it 6? I think it's that's in the option. I think it's that thing. Yeah, it's that thing.
Oh, by the way, you can sometimes find artifacts in anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Am I gonna Oh, oops. I'll be right back. Oh, hey guys, I'm back here after
There are anomalies ahead.
I
Be
did this
careful.
stuff.
Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you.
Oh, that's it.
body line. It only shows the distance
That's
to
how
the
you do it?
artifact.
The tissue absorbs radioactive particles, reducing the effects of radiation on the body. Great. Okay, the gravitational array absorbs radioactive particles, reducing the effects of radiation on the body. Very common in the zone. Can I do something with this? I swear you could do something with this. Okay, so that's how you find them. Right there. What the fuck are you? And see one over there? Oh, there's one right there. See, they put him cheeky. And now I have to get in here tactically. I'm sure I don't get eaten by one of those dog things. Is that them right there? I think it's them right there. There, brought it down.
Run for the tower. The monsters can't get you there.
Get to the tower. Get to the tower. Oh hey. Whew.
You're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
You get more ammo for this thing? No, I didn't.
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover now.
Oh, an emission. Oh, he's out. Where's this emission? This emission thing. Is that it over there? It's glowing green. Oh, wait. Return to Skybase. Return to Clear Skybase. What the heck? I'm back right where I started.
You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait. Don't get too excited.
Where?
There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die.
Why do emissions?
A normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, The increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the zone. The zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the zone is taboo, a place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that the recent events in the zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the brain scorcher.
Someone got past the Scorcher? What risk does this pose to the zone?
It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the Vishkranta. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain Scorcher.
Is there any real way to get past the Scorcher? Even a theoretical chance?
I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process.
What is the danger of such frequent emissions?
I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what S.T.A.L.K.E.R is doing. We are trying to prevent that disaster.
Prevent the disaster? You're not strong enough to fight off bandits.
You're right. But we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions.
Wait, but those aren't bandits. Those are dog things. Lots of confidence you got there, so what's the plan?
We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price.
Why are you telling me this, of all people?
There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly.
I'm not sure I want to jump right into the thick of things, but do I have to take part in this?
I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice.
But can I just like walk away and like never go near a mission? And I won't die. Looks like my options are pretty limited. No, you can just walk away.
Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us?
Sure.
Listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead.
That'll be fine. How do I reach Cordon?
Through the swamps, of course. How else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Understood. Okay. Wait a minute. Reaching the Great Swamp is easier. Guides will let us out, but if you want to actually survive there, you'll need to learn about the current tactics. The new PDA feature, so if you're curious about that, I'll just ask. What's the attack situation like? In a word shit, in 2 words, deep shit. Our fighters are hardly hold against Great Swamp. Can hardly hold the Great Swamps. They're being constantly pushed back by bandits and monsters. The enemy simply outnumbers us. What must we do to regain control of the swamps? Reduce the enemy's numbers, or when necessarily shoot down as many as possible of those who are shooting at us. If we don't, our fighters will have no chance of securing the swamps. What are you doing here? I'm trying to get some rest, assembling pieces of information the guys can bring me. Consulting a valiant leader. You see, valiant. We guides our clear swamps, eyes and ears at the swamp. Tell me my PDA's
Your
new
main
features.
guide is the objective section.
Nothing.
Your main objective is displayed here, together with a selected additional objective. There can be several additional objectives which you can cycle through using these buttons. Most objectives are also displayed on the map, with the exception of rare occasions when your objectives cannot be located. We will need your help with not only destroying the enemy, but also capturing key positions. In these situations, our fighters will be grateful if you provide covering fire as they capture a position. By the way, don't ignore calls for help. Our boys' lives could be at stake. Hovering over a mark on the map will display additional information. In addition to your objectives, friendly units and identified enemies will also be displayed on the map. Okay, as I'm sure you understand, our main objective is to establish control over the swamps. And that means a war against the aggressor. This section allows you to access tactical information about combat operations at any time. Information about your current faction is displayed on the left. Right now, that's us, Clear Sky.
Okay.
Information about the main enemy is displayed on the right. This shows our approximate combat strength. This shows how many fighters we have. And this is our equipment supply.
Non-existent.
Similar indicators are also shown for our enemy.
GG.
Finally, this field allows you to see the current strategic mission as well as tactical objectives that must be achieved in order to complete the strategic mission. Completed strategic missions will be displayed at the bottom. The last tab allows you to view your current relations with all factions, as well as each faction's combat strength. Your personal stats are also displayed here. That's pretty much it.
What can you offer me? Add a stiff coordinates in his backpack. You'll find the stiff at these coordinates. His backpack holds what's your due. How much is it gonna set me back? Agreed. Nah. Wait. Alright. I just wasted a whole bunch of money. That's not it. My PDA is like... That's flashlight. That's not PDA. Text PDA. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright, guys. Anyway. I thank you all for watching. It's been like 30 or 40 minutes or something like that. I thank you all for watching this lovely thing. I'm gonna probably be playing more, even if you even if you don't like it. But I just won't play it for the channel. I quite like this game. I will be playing more. Tell me in the comments if you want to see more. And all I have to say is good day.